amazing. This is the ultralight Simplicio, a very interesting model, just to say the least. It's amazing. It's made of mountain ash from close to Australia, and this is very interesting wood because it's so light. This is what was called media guitarra. In the past, we have the slang of female, male, etc. The Cypress was, of course, a female guitar, and this was in between negra and blanca. I mean the wood only, which Paco started this thing with rosewood, but this case is totally innovative because it has a sublime top and the bridge, which is just a work of art and a work of accuracy, because this here has exactly what is needed to project the sound and to boost our playing. Any instrument you use on a daily basis will have an impact on you. And check the inside, is very nice. It's how this is the order in which these bars are glued, and the bridge being a Cremona maple bridge, it has this wing shorter and thicker, and this one thinner and larger. This time with 24 frets, meaning you have one octave here, 2, and then 3, and then 4. Set of strings also. This one has the top tune in G sharp. Well, the top is so sensitive. This year, namely for the 2020, will be amazing models with because Simplicio was not known for having a very sensitive top like the Barbera model guitars, which has less bars. But this time, the kind of liberated top used and all this will contribute to an instrument that is very much percussive as well. And well, sustain like, actually, to make justice to the guitar, I want to show the opposite, which is Jing Yang, the guitar of my friend Steve, which is still here for some days only. And I want to show you sound guitar is much thicker. It has a double back. The marvelous inner pegs, of course. But now check the sustain of the small one and the power. So it's designed to have healing thing with it. It's fantastic. But now I want one of these also. Good again. And let's compare it actually, not to be cruel, but God forbid, we have to return to the past. The moderation of the cypress thing, which is the wood for deaf people. Look at this. And immediately the frequency goes down. Look. And this is not just any guitar, it's the cypress guitar, which a bunch of effects, of course, the $22,000 guitar of 1942, made by the guru of Gerundino, his elder brother. Maybe you can see there the label, but of course it's a typical high-end Spanish guitar with a sloppy job. For instance, check here this distance from the first to the second, a lot, and here little, here more, here less, and here more. A total sloppiness thing. Then also tuning, like apart from the fact that this has the unrevisited fret placement, big troubles are when you become sharp in your observance, how you observe things. For example, let's take this 4th fret. This is bigger than the previous one, than the 3rd. You can see, here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the 4th fret, and this distance is bigger than the previous one. Then we also have, why not, a 7th fret. This bigger, the space here, than that of the 6th. Which means this will not tune, obviously. This is all objective. Then 10th fret, not a problem. 10th fret, 10 is bigger than the 9th. In this direction, if you know well, the frets have to be smaller, not bigger. Let's continue, maybe just for fun. Here we go with the 12th fret. This is the 12th, which is bigger than the 11th. And one more, why not? Just if there was any doubt. And any guitar of Spain will have these problems. If you don't believe it, I play you a bet here. You want to lose your money. Because you pick a ruler and the ruler doesn't lie. It says so many millimeters, that's it. But if you can see it at plain sight, you check your guitars, by the way. Especially if it is a high-end or a big name one, especially if it is expensive, and especially if it is of the bigger names. It's prone to have both a sloppy job on the drilling of the distances here on paired distances, uneven distances, and also the tuning thing. Here we go. This is the 14th fret. 14th fret bigger than the 11th. And this is not just the cypress guitar, but first let's do one more. We're not talking about brands here because this is not a lesson of brands, but it's a proper review of a guitar. I didn't broke the string, but I will not mention any brands. I want just to show the people, the respectful audience who deserves respect, and these guys are not giving it. It's one of the most commercial guitars. Here we go. Again, 10th fret. 10th fret. Yes. It's the ninth fret. 9th fret. Bigger than the previous. And let's check one more. Just to note, we don't spend all the night like that, but just to show you, this is the 3rd fret. 3rd fret is actually bigger than the 2nd one. This is we have the commercial things. That's what you get for $1,000 now. So it's about quality. This is not a discourse of money also, but let's see, just for the sake of being fair, what can be done with the Cypress obsolete note. The guitar who does not have a soundboard is obsolete. Look at this. Even if you hit harder, it will of course not allow you because it doesn't respond. Cypress never responded. That's why Paco eliminated Cypress from his life and created the Negra. Check it out. After 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, the frequency goes like the Titanic. First like this and then now let's compare that. This is a $20,000 guitar with this, with the $4,000 one. Of the middle range of AG, it's this Barbero. It's a Barbero 45. So there you go. Now the deal is, I think they were saying this as a joke, but probably it's true. You find one mistake here, and you take it for free. That's how accurate is this revisited fretboard, and that is also valid for even for the one designed for the children, the $1,000 one. What to speak of these models? Guitar has to be perfectly. The quality. Look at this chord. This is we talk about sound and forget it. We're talking very external features, which are, well, you know, the measurement of the bridge, uneven, and the one fret which should be shorter, bigger. That's it, because the distance between this and 12 and the saddle plus compensation or anything has to be the same. Therefore, it means that 1/3 of a millimeter wrong, and it will not tune the guitar. God forbid you have only that reference in your life. Maybe some people is used to play guitars that doesn't tune, which are 110% of the guitars, Spanish guitars around, especially the flamencas, and especially far expensive brands. You just take a picture of the fretboard and pick a ruler and have the willingness to accept the truth. Most of the time the problem is that one doesn't want to accept that one was a fool buying such a thing because of names or anything. I can make clear, every mistake that I am pointing out now, I did it times 20 or times 3 at least. Times 3 I did, because I also bought 3 guitars, which I should not buy. But I did all the mistakes I am pointing out. Therefore, that's what I am sharing with you guys, so that you not do the same mistakes. So it's not that I was also fooled one time because I didn't see really things which were obvious. Of course, people say, I want to try a guitar. I will try the guitar. No, you cannot try. Try a guitar, you need to be an expert. Otherwise, this trying thing is the same like asking a common person to perform his own dental work. It's not going to happen, this thing. How you will try an airplane? How you try a diamond? Unfortunately, it's not like trying fake bills. You know that you put a pencil, some pencil there, and then paint it, and if it marks some color, whatever, then it's fake, right? It's not like that. What you try guitar. To try guitar, you need to be an expert, playing and knowing. You have to have a reference of tuning. Suppose you play with one of these, any guitar in Spain. You practice with that, then of course you are used to the non-tuning thing. You are taking the non-tuning thing as tuning. So for you, your reference of tuning is the non-tuned thing. And now we have a problem in Houston, because maybe now it will be really a problem that you understand what tuning is actually. And to understand this topic, so you need to study it and have a very good ear and also be a musician. Because then we come to the tempered instruments and how you cannot actually tune the piano correctly with the 12 notes octave, and this is a very, very complex thing. It's a nerdy stuff and a bit of a nightmare to understand first. So this is how you try a fretboard. Suppose you try a guitar, but you don't know these things about the fretboard. Now how you tune, you don't know what tuning is, first of all. Because with the experience you have there, you cannot try anything. You need the advice of an expert. Same like if I will buy a diamond. I see them, and even if I put the lens, the glass, that thing, I would pretend that I know, but actually I don't know which is the real. What is out of 5 similar diamonds? Which one is the real one? I don't know. To this, you need an expert to know that. It's not so easy. Now, this one was also so thin and that, but I could bring it to the Paco's alternative tuning with the 6 on A, then the second on A, and first on D. So all the knowledge you have in the guitar for the last 15 years, it disappears to zero. Because now every scale you knew before, it becomes that is changed totally the equation. Look. When you turn down the strings, they tend to go up. And when you turn them up, they tend to go down. It's like women. You don't understand this thing, but you see, it's already high. So therefore, if you play this, one tip is that Paco said that you put it slightly below, because it will go up. Because the setting of the guitar is so well made. The line that draws the string, the fretboard, and the top is so properly aligned that you can even tune this down and it still will be fresh like a. Incredible guitar, this guitar. This is very nice. And it has a triple fretboard, which you will be able to notice here. There's 3 lines. This is 1. It's divided in these three pieces. This 1, 2, 3. So let me show you this way. Probably you can see better this way. And a double fretboard, of course, with the 0 fret. It has so many different things than the traditional guitars. I love the futuristic thing. Just a week ago, or so 10 days ago, one guy, he wrote me an email because he accidentally stumbled with one of my videos there, and he saw the design of the guitar, and then he's doing a thesis on surrealism. So he said, I need you because these guitars are really surrealistic, this thing. And in fact, it's incredible that in Spain, this was created in the 1920s, was created, and in the late 20s, in Barcelona. And this represents the best of the Barcelona school of guitar, Francisco Simplicio, which is Stradivarius of Spain. And then in this tuning also, the drop this so-called thing. And here we're going against the nature of the spiral of harmonics, because we said that the top is tuned in G sharp, not in A. This is how you test the guitar. Every guitar has, of course, only one top, and the top is tuned in one key. All what is there, say by fifths, to get to an easy understanding. There is more complexity than that, but let's say that if you play in the keys, if it is G sharp, then you play also D sharp, and then B flat, and then F, and then these keys will rock the guitar, will really kick ass. But its weakest point will be anything which is not that, right and left. So like when I did the review for Ricky's guitar, this marvelous natural purple hat, I played the same falsetto three times to test with the cejilla, with the cape, and the first, second, for a reason, because that guitar has a certain tuning, and I want to try it in this strength point and in this so-called weak point. Like what I play now, before was an A, so therefore that is the weakest point. But if I put the cape on the first fret, then the guitar really releases all the, because no guitar has everything. That's why you have to have more than one, at least 2 or 3, despite the complaints of the wives. But if I put the cable on the first fret, then I will get to the strongest point the guitar naturally has, because of the consequence of the harmonics in which the top is tuned. Generally the back is tuned one tone up. So this is what it means trying a guitar. You need to know all that. Otherwise you're just trying an idea. Also, besides the fact that, well, when it comes to, if it is about Hauser or AG, then you know that any guitar, it has to be great. It cannot be other than great. So that's why people become loyal customer like me. I don't sell guitar because I get in love with every. I will be the worst seller in the world because I get in love with each and every guitar. And then, you know, the seller has to be detached from the merchandise, and I cannot do this with guitars. So let's do each one its own job. My job is to teach and play, and that can do, other people can do the other things. But if you get more than one guitar, then for a reason, because you know which this has a tuning such and such, and then you can play these and these songs better, and then for an album, say, or to compose or to record, right away you feel the difference here, because now I am in its strongest point. Look at this harmonic. This is a great fucking thing. Look at this. But this is the thing, that every guitar has a stronger point. And this here, because it's in G sharp tune, but all the fifths of that is up, and here, and then F, and then C. So this will be great with the kick on the third fret, on the first fret, on the fifth, like that. And here is the internal part of the guitar, an amazing system that is like the soul of the guitar. Here inside, this enables to happen the sound thanks to the way in which is designed inside. This is the sound that we hear is all created here in the internal part. This is the heart of the guitar.